Ancient Greece was a small land with limited natural resources in terms of territory and geographical capacity. This region, with an area of about 300 square kilometers, had arable land and suitable pastures only in certain parts. Therefore, its agricultural production was limited when compared with the great powers of its time. Although in some areas the Greeks could provide part of their own food supply, in general they constantly faced shortages and were compelled to obtain a portion of their essential needs, especially grains such as wheat and barley, from outside their homeland. For this reason, the import of food supplies from regions such as Egypt, Phoenicia, and other lands around the Mediterranean became highly important for the Greeks. Alongside these natural limitations, one of the most significant characteristics of Greek society was the decisive role of the sea in Greek life. Greece's geographical conditions, the long coastlines, and the presence of numerous islands led the Greeks from early times towards seafaring, maritime trade, and sea travel. The economic life of the Greek people was mainly based on maritime commerce and the exchange of goods among Mediterranean ports. They not only imported the goods they needed from distant lands, but also earned considerable income through transporting products by sea and trading between various regions. In reality, the sea for the Greeks was both a means of livelihood and the principal route for connecting with the wider world. This maritime and economic contact also meant that the Greeks were continuously interacting with other civilizations, and as a result they were influenced by them culturally and socially. At the same time, these journeys and trade relations contributed to the formation of port cities and the prosperity of commercial centers. Along with this process, the Greeks gradually managed to develop some of their major cities and even expand their influence in parts of the Mediterranean and its coastal regions. In comparison with ancient Iran, Greece held a lower position in terms of size and population. However, its importance lay in the fact that the Greeks, relying on their seafaring ability and the social-political organization of the city-states, were able to play a major role in the history of the region. These conditions laid the groundwork for historical interactions and conflicts between Greece and Iran, because the Greeks, in order to secure their economic needs and expand their influence, inevitably entered into relations and rivalry with the great Eastern powers, especially Iran. Therefore, the text emphasizes that although Greece was poorer in natural resources, its geographical, maritime, and commercial features gave this civilization mobility and influence, turning it into one of the key actors facing the Iranian world.